Here's some options off the cut pass or the split squat that we've been working a lot lately. Give them a shot. Let me know how they work. All right, so we're going to look at working from this cut pass to the split squat position a little bit. And what we've been talking about a lot, and we've kind of been working backwards in our lessons, right? So we talk about a cut pass. We've already done that on the channel before, right? So I'm in my cut here, my split squat. And one thing we've been talking about is I really want to avoid this outside leg becoming a factor as much as possible, right? So we'll look at like early prevention and we're going to work backwards. Maybe we'll do a little series out of it. So as I'm here, number one is I want this hand, if it's no-gi, kind of on his hip or his rib so I can frame back in. But I've got to monitor my head, of course. So I want to kind of pack my shoulders and my head over my knee so that this leg doesn't become a factor as much as we can limit it, right? If I am back and I'm upright, we know this leg can come back in front, right? And that's just if he's not flexible. If he's flexible, he can bring his foot over the top and get all the way in front of me, and it's a big problem as well. So we have options for that leg, but the easiest would be not to have to deal with it at all. So I'm going to stay forward, head down, elbow framing out. My elbow's only going to take me so far. So my head's going to drive forward so my shoulder can pack in. And when he comes with that leg, ideally my head's down too low for the foot to come over well. But when he uses his knee to push, he runs into a stronger part of my body with my shoulder and my chest, right? So I can drive back into it, and then we'll start looking at our cut pass options. Okay? So that's number one. Prevention is the easiest. Number two is going to be that round drag that everybody loves, and when I'm forward. So we're kind of working backwards off of it, right? In a perfect world, he never gets there because I leave in my head and I hit my cut pass. All right, so one step back from that. I don't hit the perfect cut pass. I run into a frame. And that's where our drag comes in, right? I drape over the top, grab, push and pull if he's not already pushing, pop it, redirect. And now what we've been talking about is two things, right? And we did a video on the cut pass and keeping my hips off him. So if I'm confident in my ability to cross face one direction without putting my hips on him, so I can go in two separate directions, then I just go cross face off that first, right? Here, cross face and drive. And now if he bucks his hips, desperation, I'm safe, right? If I'm not, we'll just use our head to go to the same side. So if I'm here and I drag and I'm worried about this guy's size, strength, or maybe my inclination to lean too much, I go ahead to the same side, get my grip, step, and pull, right? Of course, when we come up, I replace this leg before I take it away, and we're nice, tight side control. My third option off of this is gonna, and these are just, again, his common, if he's made it to blue belt, he's gonna have these options. One is let me pass, that would be ideal. Two, he frames. Three, he scoots and makes space. This is day one shrimping, right? So if I'm here, he tries to stop my knee, maybe he can't, but he keeps it from coming forward. He scoots to make distance. I'm just gonna do, I call it like acceleration, right? He's pushing me, I just move faster than he's expecting. And I kind of describe that as like when you're holding a band for a band sprint and you think the guy's going to be, you know, about the same speed as you. He takes off and you stumble over your own 2 feet. I want him to push and kind of be like, whoa, it was too fast. I wasn't expecting that. So as he pushes, I'm going to go with him. I'm going to travel across, but my knees have to stay the same distance apart the whole time. Within reason, right? I can't do it segmented and go, oh, here's my right leg, I'll start to step, there's too much gap. So if they're a foot apart, they're gonna stay a foot apart as much as possible. So he pushes, he scoots, I travel, and I go. So my motion is over with the leg that's trapped. So if it's my right leg, I'm traveling to the right, knee him in the hip, and I'm gonna end up perpendicular. Here, look, we're making the letter L, okay? I'm gonna do it again, because his hips are still up off the floor, right? He can still wrestle up. He's one motion away from scooting away from me. So I'm going to do it again. I walk again, right, left, and this time I get parallel. Now my legs are in an L, but our hips are over top of each other. I can settle. And one thing I want to make sure of is that my feet are under my butt, right? I don't want my legs out in no man's land for him to step, hook, distract, and spread my weight thin. So one more time. First option, of course, I have a great cut pass, maybe I get to go. Second option, he frames, I drag, and either go back to the head to the same side, or if I want to hit it fast, I cross face, but take my hips the opposite direction. Third one, which is the one we've really been focusing on, he scoots to make space, I go with him, over, and I can either walk again, or if I'm a little slicker, I can just pivot my knees, almost like a little swing single, here. And you'll see, now when I squat, Nick's dangerous what if he gets on his side? So it gives me a little tell, right? If he wants to hip escape, he wants to wrestle up, what does he have to do first? He's got to get on his side. So it gives me a little tell. So now no jiu-jitsu technique is perfect, meaning I do it and I have to stop working. So as he starts to try to get on his side, I can keep walking and staying over his hips as I start advancing my grips, maybe an underhook, a frame, whatever it might be. So give it a shot, guys. Work out that split squat, and we'll have some more options here when his outside leg starts to be effective, so we can counter that too. Thanks for watching.